Folks, I keep seeing sellers make this one mistake. I'll talk about that and then get into the latest home prices and insights for the City of Toronto for week ending August the 9th, 2023. So a few days ago, I'm out with a buyer client. We're looking at properties. There's a couple that he liked, but one that he kind of liked a bit more than the others was overpriced. We kind of look at the neighborhood and see what's recently sold, and it was on the high side. It was pretty obvious. Now this property has been on the market for about 2 months now, and if it's typical of most GTA listings, showings are down, offers are, well, if showings are down, offers are down, and you know they're not getting a lot of activity, especially sitting on the higher side of where this property should be listed. Well, that evening I receive a call from the listing agent, and she's doing a follow-up call, which is what she's supposed to be doing. Good for her. She calls me and she's asking me, how did my client like the property? Do I have any questions? And we go through that, and I do tell her that it just feels the property, especially based on any recent activity in the area, it feels that it's priced on the higher side. And you know, she tries to turn that conversation around, but you know, it is what it is, and we leave the conversation, and the next day she calls me back and says, you know, you were right, it is priced higher. I've had a long conversation with the seller, and we've decided that we're going to drop the price. We're going to do a price adjustment. So I ask how much, and she says, well, we're going to drop the price, and it's going to be about $150,000 lower. But she goes on to say that they're going to wait for mid-September to drop the price. However, the seller is prepared to take the lower price now. So if you want to come in at a price that you feel is more appropriate, the seller's prepared to accept about $150,000 lower. But come September, that's what the price is going to be adjusted to. I said, thank you for the information. It's great to know. But in my head, I'm thinking, if the seller is prepared to take $150,000 less, and this is the mistake many sellers make, why are you waiting to drop the price? It's obvious the price that they are at now isn't working. It hasn't worked in 2 months. And the market is not getting better. It's sloping down right now. Why wait? This is the psychological barrier a lot of sellers have. They're prepared to accept a lower price, but they're not so excited about reducing the price on the MLS, which is really the better move. If you reduce the price on the MLS, the masses will see that, and now you have a better shot at a quick sale, or potentially if the price is priced low enough, you might get a couple buyers competing for it. So this seller, very typical of many sellers, is going to wait to drop the price later. Well, let me tell you the other problem with waiting. Sellers will go out at a price, and the market is here. So they're higher than the market. They'll wait, and then they finally come to the realization that we got to come down in price. So they come down in price a month or two later, but the market has moved already. So they're always chasing the market, and they're wondering, why isn't my home selling? I reduced the price. Yes, you reduced the price, but too little, too late. The idea is to be just ahead of the market, not behind the market. It works the other way also when the market's going up, but in this case, we're talking about the market going down. Sellers, get rid of that psychological barrier that I'd rather take a lower offer than reduce the price. Reduce the price, it's the better move. Let everybody know. This agent who's calling me, I got to assume if she's doing her job right, she's informing everybody else who's seen the property. But still, that's few people knowing the lower price. But if that price was on the MLS advertised, thousands of people would see the lower price. She got a better chance of selling that actual property. If you think this information is useful, please subscribe, pass the video on to other people. If you want to speak with me about your real estate situation, selling, buying, just below this video in the description is a link to my calendar. Click on that, book a time that's convenient for you, and we'll talk about whatever's on your mind. Let's get into the numbers. At the end of this video, check out this multi-family home. It has truly an innovative floor plan. Markets are dropping, prices are dropping, they continue to drop. Best way for me to show you is to actually show you. Here's a summary of average sold price. Condos, semis, towns, detached. Prices are dropping across the board, all home types. Let's start off with detached properties. Now, let me be clear, this is just for the city of Toronto, broken down by week for a whole year. Sales down. Amount of we sold 75 detached properties for week ending August the 9th. Amount of properties selling at $2 million or more, that's down. 12 of those properties sold at $2 million or more. Average sold price down to $1,532,000. Now, I should say, this week, for week ending August the 9th, there was a long weekend in there. But when we look at it, sales have been dropping. Average sold price, you know, we had the previous week where it shot way up, and I said on my previous video, you know, it's a bit of a freak that average prices are dropping. In this 1 week, they shot way up there, and we analyzed why that 1 week prices went way up. Look, it's not an exact science, and during the course of the different weeks, you're going to get the peaks and valleys, but we're looking for trends, and it's pretty clear average sold price is dropping. When we look at the most recent history, the end of May is when we had our highest average of $1,934,000. We're now, since May, it's not a long time, now we're at 1,532. That's a $400,000 drop in average sold price since May to the first week of August, basically. That's a huge, huge decline in price. Sales are down. Compared to last year, 1,532 is 2% lower than where the average price was a year ago. The median price of 1.2 million is 5% lower than where the median price was a year ago, and both median price and average price are declining. And I'm looking at the dotted line, which is a 4-week moving average, which makes it a little simpler, easier to spot a trend. 75 were sold, we said, 39% sold at list price or more. That percentage is declining. 218 were listed, so sales are down, but so are listings. However, active listings, the amount of properties available for sale, that at the end of the period, in this case, the end of the period is week ending August the 9th, how many properties remain unsold? So in other words, still available for sale. That number is increasing, so more and more properties are available for sale, and months of inventory is shooting up. Now, it's been increasing this 1 week, it shot way up. Well, sales dropped quite a bit, but overall, its months of inventory have been trending up, and as months of inventory trend up, average prices will trend down over a period of time. That's just how the whole supply and demand works. Here's a summary of different parts of Toronto, different neighborhoods. Now, we said months of inventory for all of Toronto was 4. Well, still, you got some areas like Scarborough sitting at 2.7. We've got, we're looking for some other low ones here. Well, you know, you've got 3 in Etobicoke, 3 months of inventory, but still, that's basically sitting at the border of a balanced market. But look at sales. So we sold 75 overall for all of Toronto. Well, Look at how low. Rexdale, Downsview, only 4 properties were sold. York Mills, Rosedale, only 9. Willowdale, only 6 properties were sold the whole week. East York, Riverdale, Beaches, only 5 were sold the whole week. So there's some areas where properties are sitting, and for week ending August the 9th, not much movement in sales. Properties are sitting, sellers are wondering what's happening, buyers are watching. It's kind of like the perfect storm almost. Let's take a close look at semi-detached properties. Sales plummeted from the previous week. 20 semi-detached properties were sold. Only 2 properties sold at $1.5 million or more. Average sold price, keeping in line with the theme, average price is down to $1,244,000. Compared to last year, 1,244, it's actually up. It's up 17% from where we were a year ago. Median price is up 15%, but it's pretty clear both are declining. Months of inventory has been going up. For last week, we're sitting at 3 months of inventory, more than double where we were the previous few weeks. Overall, prices are going up. Now, this 1 week, August 9th, maybe because of the holiday, the long weekend that was in there, look, it throws numbers off a bit. And so maybe 3 is not the exact correct number. However, it is shooting up there a little bit. I just noticed an error on this page here. This grayed area here should be between 3 and 5 months of inventory. So semis is sitting right at the border of the balanced market. It's going to feel like a balanced market. Townhouses, 19 townhouses were sold. Leave it to townhouses to do the opposite of what every other market type is doing. So sales went way up. 19 townhouses were sold. These are freehold townhouses. 2 of those were at $1.5 million or more. But average sold price has come down to $1,092,000. $1,092,000 is 13% lower than where the average sold price was a year ago. The median price of $990,000 is 15% lower than where we were a year ago. Both our median and average are declining in price. Months of inventory has been shooting up. The reason this has come down from the previous week is because sales has shot way up. But overall, prices have been coming down. Here's condos. 183 condos were sold. These are condo apartments. There's no condo townhouses in these equations, just condo apartments. 183 were sold. 15 of those were at $1 million or more. So sales have been coming down. Average sold price has also been dropping. It's now sitting at $728,000. $728,000 is 3% lower than where we were a year ago. The median price is 6% lower. Median price is $655,000. And although it's not declining at the same pace the detached market is declining, prices, both median and average, are still sloping down, trending down. 183 were sold, 27% sold at list price or more, so less than a third. And that percentage has been coming down. Listings have been dropping, but active listings is increasing. There's more and more and more and more condos available for sale. For week ending August the 9th, at the end of that period, there were 3,435 condos available for sale. Now, let me just go back. 3,435 available for sale just in the city of Toronto. We're only buying 183 a week, but there are 3,435 available for sale. 183, lots for sale, lots of choices out there. Of course, that brings prices down and months of inventory up. We're now sitting at 4.3 months of inventory. If this keeps up, we're going to be approaching a buyer's market. Right now, we're sitting in a balanced market, but if this trend continues, we're going to be up in a buyer's market in no time. Here's a quick summary. Again, we're sitting in a balanced market, but at the pace we're going, if it doesn't change, We will be in a buyer's market in no time at all. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day.
Welcome to 4027 Bloor Street West in Etobicoke. Before I show you the inside of this home, let me tell you what makes it so unique. It has in all 8 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms. It has 9-foot and 10-foot ceilings. Each room has its own individual climate control. These are all luxury features you would expect from a custom-built home. But what really stands out in this home is that it was designed from the very beginning for 2 families to live separate and independent of each other, both above grade. Let me start by showing you the principal residence. So this is the principal residence. Including the finished basement, you have 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, about 3,000 square feet. So here's the finished basement. It has 10-foot ceilings, an entertainment area, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a private walk-up to the backyard. So this is the private, self-contained, luxurious secondary suite with 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. Have a look.